Okay, so today we're diving into, well, a deep dive might be an understatement. When it comes to this one, we're diving into the story of Sean P. Diddy Combs. I mean, everyone knows him, right? Rapper, producer, entrepreneur, the list goes on. But there's this other side, this darker side. Years of allegations, violence, intimidation, you name it. And we're going to try to get to the bottom of it, see if maybe there's a pattern here, is there a hidden cost to this level of success, especially in the world of hip hop? And our guide into this, well, I guess you could call it a world, is D. Gilmore and his book, The Night Puff Tried to Kill Me.
Right. And the book, it's important to remember, this isn't just some kind of celebrity tell-all. This book, it's like a peek behind the curtain. It shows how power really worked, especially back in the 90s.
Totally. It's easy to forget how different things were back then.
You here with me on Superstar USA. I'm finished up that Stevie. To shall win. A special day.
Hi, I'm Nona Gay.
Yo, what's up? It's your freak of the industry, Money B from Digital Underground Raw Fusion.
Hi, I'm Freddie Jackson.
Hi, I'm Glenn Jones.
Can't explain why your love it makes me weak.
Hey, what's up? This is Coco. I'm Taj.
And I'm Lee.
And we're SWV.
Hi, we're not in right now, but if you leave your name and number, we'll get back to you. Sweeter than sugar, baby, it's the love you make.
Hi. We're the good girls.
Hi.
I'm Shireen. I'm DeMonica. And I'm Joy. And we're hanging out with Gilmore.
Hi, I'm CeCe Rogers.
Hi, I'm Phyllis Hyman.
Hi, I'm Keith Washington.
Hi, I'm Nancy Wilson.
Hi, I'm Bob Hope.
Hi, I'm Brian McKnight.
This is the kick you bring.
We're in a house with a superstar USA. Yeah, this is Goldie Love, and I'm letting y'all know that Superstar USA got it going on and on and on. Ooh, on the Superstar ship.
Hi, I'm Morris D.
Hey, yo, what up? This Chris Cross.
Hi, my name is Jeff Fred, and I found love in. Oh, I know you. Yo. How long I know you? With me and you, I have a stamp. I couldn't mail a letter when I seen you. This gentleman here has a television show, and I'm on his show. He's a big, bad, dope, ass producer, right? He blew up, right? I met him in the ghetto, right? We were in the ghetto together.
Definitely.
He got real big.
Definitely.
Now he's real big.
No, but
He got Lisa Cortez on the show, and he got me on the show.
And speaking of different, D. Gilmore. He wasn't just some random guy who had a beef with Diddy. This guy was building his own empire, and get this, he starts at 19 years old.
19.
I know, right? Most kids that age are just trying to figure out college, and this guy's out here promoting concerts, dealing with contracts, venues. He even tries to get investors for that historic RKO theater in Mount Vernon. I mean, that takes guts.
It's true. And it's also a detail I think a lot of people outside the industry, they don't fully grasp it. Back then, controlling a venue, that wasn't just about making money. It was about deciding who got exposure. A hot venue, it could literally make or break an artist's career.
Superstar USA show, my man Gilmore. What's up? Gilmore saying cold rugged. Word up. Love 93. Positive, never negative.
People make the world go round. Hi, I'm Angela Bofield.
Hi, I'm Shaka.
And I'm Mickey Howard.
And welcome to Superstar USA.
If you want a thing bad enough to go out and fight for it, to work day and night for it, to give up your time, your peace, and your sleep for it.
And Gilmore, he understood that. He was booking acts like Run DMC, the Fat Boys. That's not just luck, that's vision. He knew things were changing.
And it doesn't stop there. This guy goes on to produce TV, reaches millions of homes with the Superstar USA TV show, and then creates the Superstar magazine, which gave a platform to, well, everyone, from big names to up-and-comers. This is all before social media, so he's basically creating a media empire from scratch.
Exactly. He was way ahead of the curve when it came to media and influence. But that drive, that ambition, it inevitably put him in the same room as other power players. Guys like, well, Sean Combs.
Yeah, and it's not like it's just any rivalry. They're both from Mount Vernon, so there's this whole other layer to their relationship, this added tension.
Oh, absolutely. You see that a lot, these shared roots. They can breed both loyalty and this, like, really intense competition. It's almost like, how do I put it? It's like that small-town mentality, but played out on a global scale. Every interaction is loaded with unspoken history.
For sure. And there's this one story that I think really sums up Combs's whole approach to, well, pretty much everything. So Gilmore, he puts together this charity basketball game, even gets Combs to agree to play. On the surface, it's a good look, right? Supporting your hometown.
Yeah, totally.
Ah,
Aligning yourself with charity, especially in your own backyard, it can do wonders for your image.
exactly. Except then, get this, Combs schedules his own competing event on the same day. And it's not just any event. He pulls out all the stops, brings in huge names, completely overshadows Gilmore's whole thing.
In Harlem, basketball games, block parties, street festivals, and charity concerts were frequent. There was always something going on. One event was meant to take place on December 28th of 1991 at New York City College. The Christmas holiday had just passed, and the people of New York were gearing up for a cold New Year's Eve, where celebrations are had in every corner of the city. But celebrations would be the last thing on the minds of those in attendance on December 28th. The event in question was a celebrity basketball game, at first said to be an AIDS fundraiser, hosted and promoted by Sean Puffy Combs.
That's a power move if I've ever seen one. I mean, it's one thing to just outdo someone, but to do it under the guise of charity, it makes you wonder about the motives.
Yep.
You know, this need to control everything, even if it means undermining someone else and someone from your own community, no less.
It really is like he saw every opportunity, even a charity event, as a chance to assert his dominance. Okay, so with all that in mind, let's talk about the night that inspired the book's title.
All right, so The Night Puff Tried to Kill Me.
Okay, that's a title.
Right. It's a new memoir, and it's written by this guy, D. Gilmore. Yeah, this is where things get, well, a little more intense. We go from a charity basketball game to a full-on chase through the streets of Manhattan. Gilmore and his friends, they're literally running for their lives at this point.
It does sound pretty wild, like something you'd see in a movie. Screeching tires, the feeling of being hunted, not even knowing who's in those other cars. It's kind of chilling when you think about it, that level of recklessness.
And I think it's important to remember this wasn't just about scaring Gilmore, you know? This was about sending a message. Not just to him, but to anyone who might even think about questioning Combs or stepping on his toes. It's about power, pure and simple, establishing dominance through fear.
And it gets even crazier. Gilmore, he says at one point during this chase, he hears a gunshot. Now, it's not clear who fired it or anything, but talk about upping the stakes. Makes you wonder how often stuff like this happens, these situations that escalate way out of control, but no one ever hears about it.
That's the thing about power, right? Especially in an industry like music where image is everything, the stakes are already high, so the thought of speaking out against someone like Combs, that could be devastating.
You're risking your career, your reputation, maybe even your safety. It makes sense why people stay silent. In this case, Gilmore does eventually manage to lose Combs and his crew, but it's obvious this whole experience really got to him.
Absolutely. I mean, how could it not? This wasn't just a close call. It was a total wake-up call. He had to reevaluate everything, the risks he was willing to take, how far other people would go to protect their position. It's a lot to process.
It sounds like it. And that's where his writing comes in. He takes all that, the fear, the adrenaline, even the trauma, and channels it into his novel Derelict. Now, it's a fictionalized story, but you can tell there's a real rawness to it, you know?
Definitely. It's like he's reclaiming the narrative, taking back some of the power by putting it all down on paper.
Yeah.
But it's also a warning, a glimpse into this darker side of the industry, the part that doesn't always get talked about.
The hidden cost of success. And here's where things get really interesting. After the book comes out, Gilmore starts hearing from other people. People who claim to have had similar experiences with Diddy.
And that's when you start to think, okay, maybe this isn't just one guy's story. Maybe there's a pattern here. The question is, how many other stories are out there? How many people have been silenced?
It's scary to think about how easily these stories can be silenced, you know? And I mean, it's not just whispers and rumors. We're talking about serious stuff. Like Gilmore, he uncovers this connection to Rubin.
Yeah, and that's a connection that really makes you think twice about all of this. I mean, she was the woman who was shot in the face at that Club New York shooting back in '99.
Oh, right, the one where Shine ended up going to prison.
Exactly.
So what's the connection?
Well, for years, everyone just assumed Shine was the one who fired the gun that night.
Right, that was kind of the accepted story.
Until now. Natasha, she's alleging that it was actually Diddy who shot her.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah, and get this. She even told the medical staff this, like, while she was being treated for a gunshot wound to the face.
Hold on, so she told the hospital that it was Diddy, but that never went anywhere. That just seems I don't know, wrong. It makes you wonder, like, how much pull did he have back then?
It's definitely unsettling to think about, like, how much influence was used to control what people heard about that night.
It's a lot to wrap your head around, and sadly, the story doesn't end there, does it?
Unfortunately not. Gilmore, he talks about another woman, someone he knew from back in the day.
And what happened to her?
Her story's pretty messed up. She says that she was basically kidnapped, held against her will, at the Uptown Records offices by Combs.
Kidnapped. I mean, we're talking assault, threats, even guns. But to think someone was held captive, that's a whole other level of messed up.
Right. It really makes you question the lengths someone will go to maintain their power. And it doesn't stop there. Even more recently, we have that surveillance footage from that hotel in L.A.
Disturbing new video appears to support some of the accusations of abuse against music mogul Sean Diddy Combs.
We want to warn you that this video you're about to see is extremely graphic. The surveillance footage that was captured inside of a Los Angeles hotel in 2016 shows Combs assaulting then-girlfriend Cassie Ventura in a hallway. A now-settled lawsuit filed by Ventura claimed that she was trying to leave the hotel after a drunken Combs punched her. The video appears to show Combs chasing her down the hall, throwing her to the ground.
Oh man, that footage was tough to watch. Seeing Diddy, this music icon, putting his hands on his ex-girlfriend, Cassie Ventura, it was just, I don't know, not what I expected.
It's hard to square that image with the guy we see in music videos, the entrepreneur, the philanthropist. And look, it's important to say that Combs has denied all of these allegations. His lawyer even called those recent raids on his homes a witch hunt.
Right, of course.
But still, when you have this many accusations, this much smoke, it makes you wonder, what's really going on here?
It's like we're seeing a pattern, you know? It's there throughout his career, this alleged violence, the attempts to silence people, to control the narrative. And it all seems to point back to this question of, well, is there a hidden cost to success? Especially in an industry like hip-hop, where the stakes are so high.
It's a question worth asking, for sure. And to be clear, this deep dive, it wasn't about taking sides or pointing fingers. It was about looking at the information, as troubling as it might be, and having an honest conversation about it.
Exactly. It's about asking the tough questions, the uncomfortable questions, because that's how we learn, that's how we grow. This deep dive, it definitely left me with more questions than answers, but maybe that's the point, to spark a conversation, to make us think critically, and to remind us that things aren't always what they seem. So until next time, keep asking questions, keep digging for the truth, and most importantly, keep listening to those who have the courage to speak it.